The Sycamore Board of Education has voted to place a bond issue on the November 5th ballot for $127.5 million. Approval by the community will authorize the district to issue bonds to fund the district's master facility plan. Residents and businesses in the district will pay property taxes to retire the bonds over the next 30 years. So how does a bond issue work? There are three components that determine the cost to the taxpayer: bond principal, term, and interest rate.
The board has worked extensively along with the administration over the last 3 years, and the community as well, to determine the needs of our district. But not only thinking about the updates to bricks and mortar, but also thinking about the continued educational excellence for not only our current students at Sycamore, but also for our future learners. The second component is really the term of the bond issue. For this particular bond issue, it's going to be a 30-year term, which means over the next 30 years, our taxpayers will be asked to help us repay that debt on the bonds that will be issued. The one piece of the components that's not within the control of the school district, but is something that we have found to be probably very beneficial for us as we're looking at funding this bond issue, is the interest rate that's involved. So what is the cost that we will have to pay for issuing this debt over the 30-year life of the term? Currently, in looking at the projected rates when we will be issuing this debt, if it's approved in November, we see a very favorable long-term interest rate environment, which will actually keep the cost down for our taxpayers and our community.
Each year, a portion of the bond principal will be retired along with interest payments on the outstanding debt. The district will levy a property tax to generate funds to make these payments. There are currently 2 bond issues for facilities in place. One, approved in 1998, supported district-wide facility improvements, including the replacement of Blue Ash and Montgomery elementary schools. An issue approved in 2010 was used to replace Mapledale Elementary. These bond issues will be paid off in 2022 and 2028, respectively. What is the cost of the new levy to the taxpayer?
We've worked with the Hamilton County Auditor's Office to determine the property tax millage rate that will be needed over the 30-year life of the bond issue. What you will see on the ballot in November is a 4 mil bond issue rate. That being said, to minimize the impact of the cost on the taxpayer, we are going to structure the debt so that the cost will be no more than 2.4 mils more than what you're currently paying for taxes. By structuring the debt this way, the increased cost over what our community members currently pay for the issue will be not more than $84 per $100,000 of market value of their home.
Taxpayers currently pay 2 mils in property tax for bond issues. If approved, taxpayers will pay no more than 4.4 mils in property taxes for all district bond issues through 2028. Once the 1998 and 2010 bond issues are retired, the property tax rate for the new bonds will be 4 mils for the remaining term of the levy.
We recognize that our community is so supportive of our schools and work really hard to keep our tax rate as low as possible. Sycamore is 20th out of 25 in comparison to other schools in Hamilton County, along with Mason and Kings, our neighboring districts to the north. If this bond issue is approved, that will change to 19th out of 25. We're working very hard to keep your tax rates as low as possible while maintaining academic excellence for our students here in Sycamore.